Hey, what's going on, everyone? Snudzilla Breaks here, doing a video today of a couple care packages and a deal I made with somebody. Great deal, might I say. I've been a little behind on stuff, but I'm going to start getting more and more videos of pickups here. Not that I'm doing too many, but definitely a couple long overdue things here. Shame on me for not doing it because these guys really took care of me. And now, don't be taken back by this first thing here because it really wasn't that long ago. This is it does say holiday wishes, but it wasn't a back from Christmas or anything like that. Just to put that out there. So actually, what it is, I'm gonna drop that right there real quick. It's from Dustin and Blake. Merry Christmas again. I promise this wasn't during Christmas time. This was about a month ago at least, though. That apologize, guys, because this was something he said he was sending out to me, but sent a little extra. First, he sent this. It is a Eric Metcalf autograph, and I believe this is the game from back. Man, I can't even remember the year, but it was the year that Metcalf against the Pittsburgh Steelers. There, I know it's kind of hard to see. You're getting the reflection of the camera, but he had 2 punt returns for touchdowns against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Very memorable game. Unfortunately, there aren't very many memorable Browns games for the last 20 years or so, but that was definitely one of them. Metcalf was a hell of a player. Unfortunately, he played in a time where guys at his size at running back weren't utilized the way they are nowadays. I think he'd be a very, very, very solid NFL player nowadays with the guys being utilized more in the passing game and whatnot and getting the guys to the ball the outside more. There's always a famous saying if you're a Cleveland Browns fan and you know what it is, Metcalf up the middle. I don't have to say anything else about it. That's kind of how they used them. And the other thing he sent me, which I'm actually going to send this in to get slabbed, is the Craig Morton Super Bowl, part of my Super Bowl QB collection. I always like to have these slabbed because I want to have them at least one touch slabbed or whatnot. But I think I'm going to send this in to get slabbed PSA. I think it'd be cool to have. So that's awesome as well. Another addition to my Super Bowl QB collection. And I know you guys say things about Panini and stuff without the logos, but look back in the day. They didn't have the rights on a lot of these back in the day, so you would see the same type of thing with it getting blurred out there. And I seriously, I almost wish Topps would jump back in and just get creative and do football again. At least have a little friendly competition. But again, appreciate it, Dustin and Blake. Again, I apologize for not getting this done sooner. Shame on me. I'll also post this to our Facebook group. But much appreciated. Next up, now this one wasn't sent to me per se. If you guys watch some of the breaks and things that go on, this was actually done in a personal after one of the breaks at night. And I got to be honest, I kept refusing constantly about taking this one, but I know what it's like, and he wasn't going to say no. So again, I do appreciate it. This was from Bobby. Again, this is going at least a month back. He had grabbed the personal of a box of these. These are not cheap, and he told me to keep this for my collection. And here it is, my Ohio State collection. It was a Dwayne Haskins Paris Campbell duel. You'll see that it was a bookend too. Even harder for him to give it up. Bookend Bobby, 25 out of 25. But the Dwayne Haskins Paris Campbell duel out of Immaculate this year. So yeah, I kept kind of saying no, man, I cannot take that one. But again, he refused and said to keep it. And what are you gonna do, right? So again, I appreciate that, Bobby. Again, shame on me for not doing a video sooner. I will also post that to the Facebook group. And last one here. So I'm not going to say so much about the card, but this person reached out to me and said, "Hey, I know you were interested in this. You want to make a deal?" And I said, "Sure." And and I'll talk a little bit more about it. But basically, I essentially gave him some break credit, and he's like, "Look, man, just," he said, "do some of that in like a hobby box or something, or whatever you think is fair." Like I gave him a list of stuff and said, "Here, pick from this. Let me know." And he's like, "Just whatever, man. I always work with you, and so I'm going to take care of this guy." So I really appreciate it. First, you see here, if you guys know Carl, Carl doesn't do any videos, but I tell you what, Carl's a guy you could always trust. You know, because he's actually one of the few people that I allow send me money, and I never have to worry about Carl. Carl's always on top of things, always gets it out to me. Reminds me of like how I'm sending this out. This is how much I'm sending. He also put, thanks, brother. Enjoy this auto. Thanks for making a deal. Carl, I appreciate you reaching out to me. And again, always jumping on the brakes. Carl's a great guy. You guys all know him. I really wish Carl would make some videos because he's telling me some of the stuff he has on his PC. And I'd like to see it, man, or at least send a few pictures to our Facebook group. So, that few of you guys might have an idea what it is because he posted this to group. And I'm going to show you this. He pulled this out of retail. And it was not even like retail packs. It was one of those retail repack products. Check this out. So this is from 2017. This was the 30-year anniversary of the 87 Topps, which were some of my favorite cards as a kid. That was really, really, I mean, I started getting cards in 85, but 87 is really where it started taking off for me. If you remember 87 Topps, a lot of younger guys don't, but you might just because of like the products that have come out and they paid tribute to it, is they had the wood grain border on the outside. There was a few I was chasing in, like the Will Clark and Bo Jackson and things like that. But he pulled this out of a friggin' the fact that it's an auto, but I'm gonna show you something that's even crazier. It's a friggin' 1 out of 5. He pulled a 1 out of 5 auto out of a retail repack product. And I want to say that repack product is like $10. Correct me if I'm wrong, Carl, if you end up watching this. But a 30th anniversary 1987 Topps baseball autograph card from the 2017 Topps Baseball Series 1. That's what he pulled. And he made a deal with me. And Carl, I have your stuff sending your way. Just got to finish sorting some of the stuff from the break. And it'll be headed your way. So again, guys, I appreciate it. Carl for the great deal, Dustin Blake for the Metcalf and the Morton, and Bobby for the Paris Campbell and Dwayne Haskins. So again, really appreciate that, guys. If you haven't checked out their YouTube channels, I know all you guys who watch me know Dustin and Blake. And Bobby's buys now. Take that for what it's worth. And again, Carl doesn't have his videos, but I know he all comments on all your videos and everything. So again, appreciate that, Carl. I've always been chasing a Griffey. It's something I've never pulled an auto of his. Always wanted an auto of his. His was the really that got me into collecting too. I said I was doing 87, but 89 is really where I picked it up, and I was chasing that 89 Upper Deck #1 card. Upper Deck, you guys know when Upper Deck was released, that was like one of the most expensive like pack of cards ever. I think it was like $1 or $1.50, and I thought that was crazy. Now look at the prices. But again, appreciate it, guys. Again, I'll try to get back to doing more videos as opposed to just always the constant breaks. Speaking of breaks, Illusions comes out this Friday. I'll probably price out a pick your team break. Look for some baseball, football mixers because I got plenty of product. I got stuff loaded up on the website, but as you can see, look at the product. That's just probably half of it, if not more. But yeah, that's it. So again, appreciate it, guys. Take care, everyone. Appreciate everyone watching. Take care and always keep ripping and hitting. We'll see you.